Hello, friends. Welcome to Level Up with Debbie Neal. I am your host. There is nowhere I would rather be than right here, right now with you. This podcast is all about leveling up in all aspects of our lives. Thank you for being here. I am so grateful. I'm excited to be on this journey with you. Together, we are leveling up. You ready? This podcast is sponsored by Richard Eidelberg, CPA, PC. Richard has been my personal accountant for 5 years, and our relationship has grown into an incredible friendship. He now serves over 30 members in my business. His firm specializes in corporate tax, financial bookkeeping, and management advisory services for small and medium businesses. His expertise is helping his clients manage the intricacies of tax law and teaching small and medium-sized businesses how to navigate the tough landscape of tax. And I really have to add something personal in here. I recommend Richard to everyone I know. He has financially changed my life and helped me take the worry of the financial part. I earn the money and he teaches me and does everything for me possible. I cannot recommend this man enough. He will work with you to create an action plan in order to organize your business finances, which in turn affects you personally in so many amazing ways that you didn't even know. So you can email Richard at info@thecpausa.com, or you can call him directly at his office at 631-623-2400, and you can visit thecpausa.com to contact and learn more, and we will upload all of his information to the show notes below. Hello, my Level Up family. I am so excited to be here. Happy December. Last week, I also love December, you guys. It's my birth month. December 10th is my birthday. So you might be listening to this on the day it was released. You might not be, but I love December. It's the holidays. And no matter how old I get, I love my birthday. So let me know if you feel the same way about your birthday. So last week we spoke about belief and vision, and they are my two favorite topics. Belief and vision, they make everything possible. We operate at our belief level. In order for others to believe in us, what happens? It starts with us believing in us, believing in who we are, believing in what we are doing, why we are doing it, our industry, all of it. And vision, that's your superpower. Average people, they see what is. They see what's going on around them, and visionaries see what they want. They don't get rattled with circumstances and obstacles. They have a crystal clear vision in their mind, and with belief and vision, all things are possible. Without vision and belief, you focus on what is probable. I can go on and on and on forever about these two topics. So go back and listen to last week's episode if you haven't. And even if you have, those are two topics you want to listen to over and over and over. So this week, we're going to be talking about expectations. You must expect great things before you can achieve them. You must expect greatness before you can become it. You must expect success before you create it. People don't realize how important and powerful expectations are. See, here's the thing. High expectations, they are the key to everything. And we're going to focus on success in this podcast. But let's take a look at relationships for a minute. And I think I've probably gone on this tangent before. And I am certainly not saying I'm a relationship expert, okay? But let's just look at relationships. And that could be a friendship. It could be a significant other. You ever notice how some people are always in amazing relationships and some just aren't? And then people may think, I put that in quotations, think, gosh, you're always with amazing people. That's because the people you are referring to that are always with amazing people, they have high standards. We get in life what we tolerate. When we don't expect a lot, guess what happens? We don't get a lot. We get what we allow. And with high expectations comes our best life. Be really super careful what you expect, because you're going to get it every single time. So today we're going to go over some areas to truly look at. Like, sometimes we talk about wanting more and being more and earning more. And we look on the outside. We look at circumstances. We look at people. We look at timing. We look at the company we're aligned with. And we need to look inside. Your greatness comes from within. Leveling up comes from within. Of course, it helps to be with a good company, with a good product, and all of the, yes. But really look inside, okay? So some of the areas we're going to look at, what do you expect? Are you expecting your very best? Are you going into your day saying, I'm going to kill it. This is going to be amazing. We're going to create good things. Are you la-di-da, ho-hum, if it's meant to be, if it happens, I'm okay with average, I'm good with subpar, really ask yourself, are you okay with average? Because if you're okay with average, please don't expect greatness. If you're okay with doing less than what's expected of you, how can you ever achieve something that's on your dream board? Are you okay with good enough? Is it the bare minimum okay? Is it I'll put a minimum average and maybe that'll get me to the TV sooner, or I could go out sooner, or I could just say that I did it. We're not looking for a pat on the back for effort. We level up in life when we really, really change things, right? So being okay with good enough is not good enough. Are you looking for a pat on the back? Somebody be great job. You put in the effort, right? Again, we don't get paid on effort. The effort is what we do in the dark. The effort is what we do so the greatness and the results can show up in the light. Do you expect more of yourself? Do you expect, I remember when I started my business and I was in awe of seeing the people that were earning the highest amount, or were the top income earners. And I could easily have thought, gosh, they have decades experience on me. They know more. They're all these things. But I was like, you know what? I am going to be at their table. I expect the best of myself, whatever it takes, I am going to do it. So our work ethic follows our expectations. You set your expectations. You manage your expectations. You control your expectations. You have 100% control. And I'm not here to call you out. I am never here to make you feel bad, but I am here to remind you of your power. And if it makes you feel uncomfortable, good. That's growth, right? Standards and expectations are a big thing that separate the best from the rest. Do you expect greatness? You are not going to wake up, right, tomorrow, one day, and just be at the top. No one falls to the top of anything. Gravity works in the opposite direction. The force of gravity pulls us down. The force of low expectations also pulls us down. Raising your bar isn't going against the flow. It's going with the flow, I should say. It's uphill. There is no coasting to excellence. So are you ready to raise your expectations? Here's the thing. Sometimes we don't even know that our expectations are low. They sneak up on us. We allow mediocre in, and then all of a sudden it takes root. And it makes friends and it gets planted. You aren't here for an average life. You aren't here for average results. You're here to level up. You are here to expand. And in order to do that, it takes change. When we evolve, we change. When we avoid change, we remain the same. Okay. So I'm going to ask you some hypothetical questions. That's what we're going to talk about today. Do you expect success? So let's expand on this a little bit. Do you look at other people and think it's for them, not me? Do you look at, because comparison is the thief of joy, right? Do you wake up every day, have a knowing in your gut? You know it's going to take work. You know it's going to be effort. You know you're going to have to set goals and be disciplined and, put in the time, put in the effort. But do you expect success? Or because if you don't expect it, you know what happens? You're not going to put in the effort. You're not going to put in the time. You're not going to get uncomfortable because you're going to have this little thing inside of your head going, you don't deserve this. You're unworthy. Success. I'm going to say that word wrong. And all of a sudden it's going to turn into a rated R thing. Okay. You need to expect success in order to create it in your life and in your business. Expect it, feel it, be grateful for it, speak it out loud, affirm it, have that deep knowing inside of your gut that you are going to be successful. And you might be thinking, I already am successful. Well, my friend, there's the next level of success. There's always the next level of success. When we stop pursuing excellence, when we stop pursuing that next level of success, please don't expect to stay where you are, because we're objects and we're always in motion. We're always in motion, right? So whatever you do in life, it's not I'm going to rest on my laurels. I'm expect the next level of success. And if we're constantly in motion, we're either moving forward or we're moving backward, but we're always moving. So really ask yourself, do you expect success? And that answer should be absolutely. And what are you doing every single day to move forward to be in alignment with your expectations? Do you expect growth? Growth. When we remain where we are, again, we don't remain where we are. We go backwards. So no matter what you do in life, you said it could be for fitness. It could be for health. It could be for success. It could be for income. You set a goal. You work towards it. You do whatever it takes. And a lot of times there's this in-between period, right? So let's say you're growing from one management position to the next management position. So often people think, well, the next goal I should put out is that next management position. No. Like, what about all the steps in between? What about committing that every single day, every single month, you're going to be bigger and better and do more than you did the month before? You're growing. You're moving forward. You're taking steps. What is your level of expectation? Are you okay with going backwards? Are you okay with doing the same as you did last month? We get what we expect. And in order to create growth, it takes expecting it. And to grow, it takes big goals. It takes big expectations. It takes big conversations. It takes lighting the fire inside of your soul every single day. It takes taking ownership for your vision. But it starts with expecting growth, because when you don't expect it, we take steps, we take actions, and we live our life. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, wonder why we're not growing. It takes expecting it. Do you expect to meet goals? When people put goals out, my gosh, it could be the first of the month. If your business has goals that runs every month, and a lot of them do, right? You set these big goals. You're on fire. You have a mission. It's day one. And then all of a sudden you wake up on the 15th and be like, I don't know. Maybe I'm a little bit behind. Maybe I should talk about next month. I don't really know if it's worth putting in the effort. Or you're like, you know what? Pedal to the metal. I put out a goal. I'm doing this every single day. I expect to meet it. I'm going to take actions. I'm going to take steps. I'm going to book activity. I'm going to have conversations. I'm going to raise my energy. I'm going to show up bigger. I'm going to show up better. I'm going to make up the time. The plan sometimes will change, but the goal remains the same if you expect to meet it. But if you expect that other people, other circumstances are going to take like you to the next level, it's not going to happen. So do you expect to meet your goals? Because when we expect to meet our goals, we show up differently every single day. Do you expect to earn incentives? So whether your company puts out incentives, and I don't know whether that's objects or it's money or it's trips or it's get-togethers, whatever it is. But whenever something's put out, like, are you marking off the day? If you have a job in a day, like, are you taking off? Are you letting everybody around you know? Are you making a decision? Are you talking about it every day? Are you getting yourself filled with joy and vision every day? So like, I know like when trips come out, for example, and I know all different industries have the opportunity to earn trips. It's like some people, like, they talk about it and they wish for it, but they don't even really know how to earn them, and they don't really block off the dates, and they don't take bold action every day because somewhere along the line, they don't really expect to earn it. It sounds fun. It's awesome. We can all post a picture. We can make an announcement, but when you expect to earn it, you show up differently in the world. So if you have those things going on right now that are available to you, I'm going to ask you, what's your level of expectation? Do you focus on it every day? Are you obsessed to get closer and closer to earning whatever the incentive is, right? Do you expect people to join you? So if you're in a business of possibly sales or recruiting people to join your team, whatever business that may be, do you expect people to join you? Because belief has a sound. It has an energy, and it takes believing in the company you're representing. It takes believing in your industry. It takes believing in whatever products or services that you're selling. It takes most of all believing in you. And we've done many podcasts on belief, but it also comes from a level of expecting. Like, there's rejection in what I do for a living. There's all the time that people say no to me, or not now, or I'm not sure, or you're crazy, or I've heard it all. But at the end of the day, I expect people to join me. Like, in my mind, the information, the inspiration, the vision, like, it's amazing. It's the best. And if people don't, it's okay. But my expectation is based on my vision, not the results of other people. So for example, if I talk to 10 people and none of them want to do what I do and none of them care to buy what I have, am I lowering my expectations to their responses? No. My expectations are based on my vision, my belief, my future, my why, my expectations of myself and success. So do you expect people to join you? Don't diminish the value that you have, because you're going to get what you expect every single time. And when we don't really expect people to join us, we're kind of sharing things like, oh, this is what I do. What do you think? And we're kind of mentioning it to people instead of being bold and proud and speaking with conviction. There's those people that speak, right? And there's like this invisible question mark or exclamation point at the end of their sentences when they're asking a question. And also, are you outright asking people to join you if you're in a business like that? Because sometimes people mention it. It's like, oh, if they're interested, they'll let me know. No. The industry I'm in, the number one reason why people join is because they were asked. And the number one reason why they don't is because they weren't asked. Do you expect the people who join you to succeed? That's leadership. We're coaches. I'm a coach. And so often you're leading people, no matter what business you're in, you're leading people. You're a leader, whether you're leading yourself, you're leading people with your influence, you're leading people that are within your organization, in your company. But do you expect the people who join you to succeed? And that's a really powerful question, because what that's really saying is, do you believe in yourself? Do you coach to win? Do you coach not to lose? Are you coaching to average? Are we desperate to keep people? Or are we lighting the fire inside of people's souls so they can become the best version of themselves? Do you expect the people who join you to succeed? It's expectations. It's amazing to me where I've coached people and they said, I keep bringing people into my business and they're just not going anywhere. Now that's going to be the case no matter what people do, right? No matter what you do for a living, that's always going to be the case. But when you have high expectations, when you coach people to greatness, when you're able to pull down their helmet, right? And that's just metaphor, that's just a metaphor, right? You're pulling down their helmet. They're reminding them of their why, reminding them why they started their business, reminding them of their potential, reminding them of their vision and your vision and what you see in them, right? It's because you have high expectations for the people that you're enrolling. Do you expect your friends and family to support you? That's a question I get all the time. How in the world do you create this? Number one, you need to take yourself seriously. You need to take your success seriously. You need to take what you do seriously. And here's the thing. Not everybody is going to join me. And that's okay. Everybody has their different passions. Their passions don't have to be my passions. But if they're going to be somebody that's in my immediate circle in my life, they absolutely, an expectation is they support me. So if somebody were to laugh at my business, not support my business, badmouth my business, they are no longer in my circle. And if they're in your circle, I really want to ask you, why? Why would you put yourself in a relationship that's clearly unhealthy? What is your definition of a friend? My definition of a friend is, even if I don't want to do her business, I'm going to support her. I'm going to ask her how she's doing, right? Because I genuinely care about her. But here's the thing. I have always been surrounded by people who support me because my expectation of a friend or a significant other is that. That's what I expect. So I'm going to get it every single time. And if it's not in alignment with my expectations, they're moving out of my inner circle, right? They're not going to be considered a friend. They're going to go to an acquaintance, right? Do you expect the people around you to be positive? Again, we have control about that. My friends, the people I do business with, the people I do life with, I expect them to be positive. That's one of the things. You become a sum of the 5 people you hang around with the most. And I love when I don't love, I'm using that like really not truthfully, but when people like, but my friends are negative and the people around me are negative, and it's so toxic. What are you doing in that circle? What are you doing in that circle? So here's the thing. When negativity comes up in my life, I'm committed to be the difference. I'm committed to be the catalyst of change. But if somebody doesn't want to change, if they don't want to rise up, if they don't want to speak about only good and positive and vision and great things and great energy, again, out of my inner circle, I expect the people around me to be positive. Now, does that mean that things don't happen? Things always happen. I get it. But you work through it, and we don't live there. Do you expect to be at the top of your company and industry? Because if you don't expect to be, you won't be. It's as simple as that. Here's the thing I heard early on. Whether you think you can or whether you think you can't, you're right. You are right. Do you expect to be at the top of your company and industry? It doesn't matter what experience you have. You can learn anything. You were born for greatness. If there's a skill, you can learn it. You can listen. You can learn. You can take action. You can do. You can be anything you want, but you must expect it in order to create it. Because if you don't have that deep seed inside of your soul, knowing, I know I can. I know I can. I know I can. You're going to take average steps. You're going to live in an average world. You're going to look at the statistics of who walked away, who's not successful, X amount of people. You guys, there's only 1% of people at the top of anything. But here's the thing. When I started my business, I thought, you know what? Everybody starts with the same company, the same opportunity in what I do, the same tools, the same products. So the rest is up to me. I know what my odds are. I'm betting on me. I'm betting on me for as long as it takes, for whatever it takes. I'm going to succeed. I know that I can. And so that comes with a level of expectation. It's not arrogance. It's expectation. Do you expect to build a team that's on fire? On fire. We get what we attract. We're some of the people, like whatever energy we give off, if we're low vibe, if we're low energy, if we're low expectation, if we're low goals, if we're low urgency, we're going to breed a team of all the same things. If you want a team that's on fire, you light your soul on fire. You fall in love with your vision, what you're creating. You build your belief. You build your leadership. You build your urgency. You raise your level of expectations. You literally light your soul on fire. That's how you create an organization. You become the leader that sets other people on fire. Do you expect to earn trips when they're launched? So that goes in alignment with incentives that are put out. Like if there's an opportunity in your company to earn a trip, you guys, life is about moments. Life is about memories. Life is about seeing and experiencing the world. So sometimes we look at something and be like, that's challenging. Yeah, that's why it's called a challenge. Yeah, of course it is. That's going to be hard. Hard to me is staying home when you're watching other people, when you know you're made for more. But you must expect to earn these things. And that's when you take the bold action. Do you expect to make the money that you desire? Like, what do you want to earn? What is it? What's on your dream board? What's it going to take in your earning potential to earn those things on your dream board? What do you expect to be earning in the next 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, 12 months? We get what we expect. So when we put something on our dream board and then we think, well, to really create that, maybe that's, I don't know, 100,000 in income, 200,000, a million, based on your dreams, 5 million. But in order to have that, you must expect that you have what it takes to earn the money to create those things. Do you expect your very best? Do you expect to push yourself? Do you expect to challenge yourself? Do you expect to live in growth mode? Do you expect a positive mindset? Do you expect to be better than you were the month before? Do you expect to push yourself when it feels hard? Do you expect to get up when you're in a valley? Do you expect your very best? Do you expect the very best of others? And you cannot expect the best of others until you expect the very best of yourself. Expectations are huge. And here's a quote that I love. Don't lower your expectations to meet your performance. Raise your level of performance to meet your expectations. Expect the best of yourself and then do what is necessary to make it a reality. And so that's the thought that I want to leave you with. No one rises to low expectations. No one rises to low expectations. We rise by lifting others. So be really mindful of what you're creating. And if you're part of our texting community, I am so glad that you are here. I'm seeing all your replies. I'm so grateful. I believe I'm texting just about all of you back. Message me. Like, I really want this to be a very interactive community. So let me know. Are you liking what you're getting? Do you want to see more of something else? Message me topics that you'd love to see. Like, one of the things we've been doing is I'm kind of like putting out action steps for you to take. Do you want more of that? Do you want less of that? Right? So I want your feedback. We're in this together, and I want that community to just continue to grow and grow and grow. So if you're not part of our texting community, to subscribe and join our community, text the word text, TEXT, to area code 631-894-9571. It's $5 a month to subscribe, and you can cancel at any time, but I'm expecting that you won't. Next week, we're going to be talking about your real competition. You aren't competing against other people. We're going to talk about the 9 things that we are competing with. It's time to win the battle and level up. I love you, my friends.